All right, welcome back to another episode of Finally Some Time with Edgar and Janera.
Hi.
How you doing, babes?
Doing good. I'm surprised we're doing episode 2 now.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Very quick.
Mm-hmm.
We got to try to time everything. Of course, whenever we can find some time, we'll try to do it. But yeah, the editing took forever, huh, on the other one?
It did. I'm all helping you out, too. I'm like, oh, we were super fast. And I'm like, oh, dang. It is a lot longer than.
and it was, only like 37 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow, so short. Which we're going to try to keep it short. Not
shorter.
Like 2 or shorter, yeah. Because
that was actually long.
Yeah. And then editing is just, oh, man. And most of the time, you're just going back and forth, changing this, changing that, lining it up. It's just, oh, man. But, yeah, we asked some of the viewers or people watching, I guess.
Our followers.
Followers, there you go. If they had any questions, and they had one question.
Oh, yeah. So the question was, how did we meet? Dun, 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 dun.
Like this. Hey.
No. So how did we meet?
Whose perspective first?
True. All right. All I know is it was like a Saturday, and then it was our buddy and his girlfriend, my friend, and 2 of our friends that we would always do stuff, I guess. And they were like, hang out.
Go
and
eat.
then they were like, let's go. Oh, man, this is not working out right now.
Not today.
Not today. So, they had invited me because I didn't know you were going, or at least I don't remember.
I think they invited you, and then Keith.
Yeah. So
me.
Yeah. So they were like, "Let's go hiking." I'm like, "No, like I'm too lazy. Like I can't do hiking, and I have the worst allergies." So I'm like, "No, I don't want to go." And they kept bugging, like, "Come on." I was like, "Oh, you know what? I have a hair appointment. I can't make it. Sorry, guys. Making any excuses."
Huh?
Yes. And then I was like, I don't know. After them, like, come on, let's go. I'm like, all right, I'll go. But I'm only going to go for like an hour. And then I got to bounce because I have my hair appointment early in the morning. And we met up. And then I saw your car and you saw my truck. And then I was like, who's that?
we met together at the park, right? Like down the street. I think it was off Carnelian? I don't know. I'm not sure. But just to kind of like, hey, everybody follow each other. And then we took off. But it was funny seeing you in your truck. And I'm like,
girl, who's that?
Who's that?
And I was like, who's that? I'm just kidding. No, but that's just us like meeting because I was in a relationship during that time. It was a on and off relationship. So I wouldn't even consider it a relationship at that point. But yeah, so we just said hi, stuff like that. We hung out, and then I had to bounce because.
Well, we went up the hike. You gotta say all the little details that I remember.
Oh man. What details?
Well, the whole allergies thing. We were like walking, and we're just kind of like climbing through like the logs, and there's like a little creek.
Yeah.
And you were just, and I'm just like, dude, what the? And then
I have the worst allergies.
Your little napkin.
No, I didn't even have a napkin. Dude, oh my gosh. I was like, oh no, my allergies are kicking in like crazy. I have no tissue, no nothing. We're already hiking. And I'm like, oh my God, I need a tissue so bad right now. That was the worst. Yeah. I still remember that.
I remember it too. Yeah.
Dang, it was that bad, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It was crazy because that's what I was like, bro, like, she got a runny nose.
How sad. You never said anything or offered or nothing.
What? I don't walk around with napkins. Yeah. You're the one that walks around with napkins.
True.
Now you do.
No, that day I didn't. Well, I didn't think I was going to get bad allergies going out there. I'm allergic to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. But I remember we kept going up, and it's called, there's different names for it. Kuka Creek. Sapphire Falls, I think. Somewhere
I just know you get off on Carnelian and then
You just go up.
I don't even know how to get there anymore.
Yeah. I think it's like Sapphire or Almond.
Yeah.
Sapphire.
But isn't it closed down now? I don't think they.
Technically, it's always been closed. I think maybe now is more strict. Like you, if you pull over, park right there. There's like a little parking spot, which technically wasn't parking. I think people were getting tickets, but we went up and she didn't cancel her hair appointment. So she's like, "Oh, okay, guys. Well, I gotta go. You know,
we're already way up there."
Yeah. Did we even make it to the first waterfall?
Yeah,
because you usually make it to the first one and then you climb up that one.
I think it was that one, and then that's where I was like, okay, I can't go any further. Okay. I need to leave.
Yeah, so then Keith was all like, "Hey, we'll walk her back." I'm like, "Why?"
How sad. I was like,
Wait,
oh,
so
man, I have to go by myself.
So like, am I gonna walk her back and then walk back? Well, you said you were late. You're like, "Oh, I'm gonna be late. This and that." Yeah. I mean, it was a very important appointment, you know. So we literally ran, and I was like, "Well, she is in a relationship, so I'm not gonna like try anything. I'm not gonna like talk to her or like get to know her like that well." So I was just like, "All right, well, let's go. Follow me," and I just ran. And he kept running.
Going fast too. I'm like, "Oh my god, I can't keep up." I was like, "This guy."
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how we met. And then after that, we were just always hanging out with the friends and stuff. And then by that time, I already broke up with my ex. And we were just all chill, all of us.
Yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings all the time. We'd hang out.
That was like our place. Yeah, mainly.
But you never wanted to hang out. You were like, "Oh, I'm tired, guys."
Well, it was always sleepy. A battle every time. But it wasn't just me. It was our other friends, too, that would always be like, "No, I want to go sleep, take a nap." We were always like bumming it. Like, yeah. Or you guys would always chill in my apartment or...
play video games. No, watch movies. We just watch movies.
Yeah, I think at that time, because I had a bunch of DVDs because I would always buy some from Blockbuster at the time. My God, we're so old.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd get the ones with the little yellow blue sticker?
Yes, I always get the ones that were on sale because I was like, I want to buy a whole bunch of movies, but they're, and they always had like a little section where it was like, get 4 for like 20. Yeah. I'm like, yes, I'll get 4.
Random movies.
I forgot how much they would sell them, but yeah, those were the days.
That was funny.
Yeah, but that's how we met.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't. Yeah, just through mutual friends we met. Yeah, so that was nice. Anyways, but yeah.
Husband, what, babes?
That was a long time ago. That was like 12 years now. Going on 12 years. Yeah, that was a long time ago. It does. But it's funny because I'm known to be like an introvert. And it was funny because when people saw our first podcast, they were all saying like, "Whoa, Janero's the one that's talking and Edgar's the shy one." Like, how did that happen? Because whenever we're out and about, I'm usually the quiet one. And I let you talk because you're just like,
very social, I guess. Very social. But for some reason, I don't know. Like, I've just never been in front of a camera. I mean, I'm usually so I do the live stream at our church, and I'm the one like with the cameras. I'm the one putting the like editing everything, videos and all that. I'm never in front of it, so I think I was just a little nervous, and I mean I feel a little right now too, but kind of like it's kind of like whatever.
And also I did have a rock star that you got me on the last podcast, so I was probably a little wired too. So I'm like. Because right now I'm like, wait.
Now you do feel?
Yeah, now I'm kind of like, I need another rock star. That rock star was good. I haven't had one like forever. So I do miss them. I used to drink them like crazy. Monsters, rock stars.
Well, you had
we
the
had
sticker
that
on
conversation
your truck,
last time, right?
Yeah. But we never said you had the sticker on your truck.
Yeah, I had the rock star and monster sticker on my truck.
The 3.
But it was crazy because someone jacked my tailgate. And it was crazy because I used to work for an insurance company. And that day I worked like 12 hours. Mm-hmm. And it was in the parking lot. So I got there like at 6 a.m. and I bounced at 6 p.m. And I always reverse my truck because it's just habit. And I just pulled out and bounced. And then I had to stop by at the store. So I parked at the store. And this time I'm like, let me park forward for some odd reason. And as I'm walking around my truck, I'm like, where's my tailgate? Like, what the heck? And I hit up my manager and my coworkers. I'm like, hey, when we left, did you guys happen to see my tailgate? Because
Yeah. You didn't know if it was.
I don't know when it happened. Yeah. And they're like, oh, yeah, we thought your tailgate was down. And we're like, oh, that's weird, but we didn't think anything of it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they jacked it at the freaking insurance parking lot. And I'm like, of all places, an insurance company.
And I remember you said they did show the video, but you can't see anything. You just see a car stop behind your truck.
Yeah.
And then it just drives away.
Yeah. And they wouldn't show me the video or anything. I'm like, come on. Yeah. So now I got it replaced. But now there's no stickers anymore. So it's all plain. I kind of do miss those stickers. But at the same time, I'm like, I guess move on. Still have my truck. I love that thing.
It's old. 09, right?
Yeah, 09, but it's been so faithful. Hasn't broken down on me or nothing.
Knock
awesome truck. Yes, knock on wood.
And then I remember, so after that, you actually installed, you put the new liftgate, but then we ended up putting a lock on it, right? Like a little clamp.
Yeah, because my liftgate doesn't have the key to lock it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I don't get jacked again. But that's why I park in the garage now all the time, because I'm just paranoid. I'm like, if they steal something else, I don't know. But yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, it was a bummer, definitely. Going through the whole insurance, even though you worked at the insurance, just going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a bummer going through all that. It's just unnecessary stress.
Yes. And I could tell you guys stories from insurance too. I don't know if you guys want to hear that, but
maybe later. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. All I can say for now, briefly, is always get a dash cam.
Yes.
Front and back.
Yeah.
So those are good to have for sure in accidents, because you don't understand how many people lie.
Oh.
It's insane. It's always like word versus word. And it's like, and they get all mad at us, like whether it be uninsured or vice versa. And they're like, they're obviously lying. I'm like, I know, but there's no proof. It could have gone either way. Like,
the crazy part is that they sometimes admit fault right there and then.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I backed into you, or this and that and this. But then when your insurance adjuster tells you, like, no, they said that it was your fault. It's like,
yeah.
What the?
Like that one time that big rig hit me. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I was so mad. So like I'm getting off of work. I'm turning a left at the light, and I'm turning left. Okay. Where I was turning left, it goes uphill to go to the freeway on ramp, right? So it's congested right there, like all the way to the intersection, because everybody's getting off of work. So the light turns green. Cars are going super slow because it's all backed up. Okay. So the car in front of me was able to get one little slot right there. And I'm like, okay, let me go to the right of him, because it's 2 lanes going uphill. He goes to the left, and then there's only one spot left for me. The light's turning yellow as I'm in the intersection. And there's a big rig behind me, and the light's already red, right? Like the light's now red. This big rig continues to go. I'm like, there's no room for you. Like, no room whatsoever. I'm already like, my tail of my truck's already on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Right there. And this guy literally goes to the right of me, like the shoulder, and he only puts the front part of the truck. I don't know what you call it. Just the front part of the big rig.
Semi instead of the
semi.
The front box, I guess. Container.
No, not the box, not the container. The front part where they're driving. Semi. Okay, yeah. So that part was to the right of me. That's not a lane. That's not even. It's nothing. Like, like you're not supposed to go there. Well, he sticks the front part of his truck right there, and then the big box is now like diagonal.
Yeah.
So he's like creeping in, and the more he creeps in, the more the box in the back is getting closer and closer to my truck. And I'm just looking in my rear mirror. I'm like, he's going to hit me going like 1 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And then I finally like honk. I'm like, dude, you're going to hit me for sure. And then next thing I notice,
you just feel it.
Like the little noise hitting, and then it cracks my rear tail light, and it dents the back of my truck or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this sucks. This is before I worked in insurance and all that. And then we pull over because the corner there's like a Farmer Boys. He finally kind of backs up, and then that gives me room to get out. And then he follows me into there. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Apologizing. Totally my fault. Don't worry about it. Let's not go through insurance. I'll pay in cash. I'm like, well, I still need your info, guy,
Yeah.
So he does everything legit. Like he gives me his driver's license. He gives me insurance and everything. And then he gives me his phone number. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go really quick to this collision shop that I know down the street. They'll give me a quick quote. That way, if you want to pay cash, cool. If not, we'll go through insurance. And he's like, all right, works for me. So I go, and it's over $1,000 because they have to replace the taillight. And then since he did dent a little, and it's a small, tiny dent, but since it was on the side of the bed of the truck, they were like, oh, we're going to have to repaint that whole entire thing. So it raised the price, obviously. Yeah. So I text the guy like, hey, it's over $1,000, like $1,500. I can't even remember anymore. And he's like, oh no, like that's too much out of pocket. He's like, just go through insurance. Let my insurance handle it. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, sorry, but it is what it is. So I submitted to insurance. I'm all thinking, oh yeah, we're good. Guy's admitting fault and everything. And then, my insurance calls me. He's like, okay, this is going to be word versus word. I'm like, wait, what? Like, the guy already told me he made a fault and everything. He was even willing to pay and everything. And they're like, no, he's saying that you backed into him. I'm like, what? No way. Oh my God, that claim lasted forever because he was claiming he went to Mexico for a vacation or something. And they couldn't get in contact with him and yada, yada, yada. Ended up being word versus word. So that was upsetting.
So pretty much you had to pay to fix it.
Yeah, I got stuck with my deductible because they won't waive it unless it's the other person's fault and they accept fault, you know? So since he didn't, I just had to pay my deductible. They marked it as it wasn't my fault, obviously, on my end. But, I still had to pay my deductible in order to get it fixed and stuff.
It's funny because you still have a little dent right there too, huh?
Yeah, because at that time I was like broke. I was like, oh, dang it. Like, like I don't got money to replace this whole thing. Like I don't have money for the deductible.
Yeah.
So I cashed out. There's a thing where you could cash out. So they'll give you a check minus the deductible. Yeah. So I took the difference and then I bought the tail light. And I think I had a little bit left over.
Yeah. I don't know what we did, but we replaced the tail light.
Dent, whatever. It's like a little tiny dent. I was like, it'll live. So, that's that story. So always have dash cam. Oh, and then now working at an insurance company, fast forward a couple years, I dealt with a lot of truck drivers, and all the claims I've had in my, time frame, they would always all lie. So I'm like, man, these truck drivers, no offense to any truck drivers out there, but like,
well, they're looking out for themselves.
Yeah, because the more points, I guess, it ruins their license to drive a big rig. So, and then, dash cams. Yeah, dash cams.
Definitely. There's some cool ones. I have a nice one. Mine's like an actual rear view mirror. But that's a screen with the camera facing forward, and then I just run the wire through the trim all the way to the rear. That's for the rear one. So when you put it in reverse, it actually changes to the reverse camera as well. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. I mean,
yours is cool, but I don't know. I don't really like it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it gave us issues because it was so heavy that my mirror, the original one, broke off of the windshield. Like it was just hanging.
Oh yeah, because you attached it on top of your actual. So it's like 2 rear mirrors in one.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, what was it last year? Yeah, about last year when it was really hot during the summer, it was.
Oh yeah,
intense.
You couldn't hold up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's just the glue kind of just, I don't know, gave out and then it just fell and it was just hanging there. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, yours is just like a little small camera that you put under the.
Yeah, a little small thing.
Yeah. But it has a little screen, which is pretty cool. You could still see the angle of it.
Yeah, it has a little screen on there, so you can see both, like front and
the rear.
The rear.
And yours has never given us issues.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, other than just resetting it here and there, but like
Yeah.
never, nothing crazy.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
had that
wow.
thing for years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I used it once to help out a person. Oh my God. I totally forgot about that.
And he keeps calling you, doesn't he?
He keeps calling me till this day. So I was
Yeah.
in Rancho off of Foothill, and I see an accident right in front of me. Like, it's all congested.
Just so
it's
slow
always
too, huh? You're
traffic
just
hour
like-
I'm at. And then I see the two cars in front of me. The right car just like moves into the car to the left. And it's so slow, but it did damage, right?
Yeah.
So they both parked to the right. And I'm like, oh, I work in insurance, witnesses the best, right? Totally regret it now. So I pulled over, and right away I thought it was going to be clear, So I asked the guy that got hit, like, that's not at fault. I'm like, hey, is everything good? If not, I have dash cam. And then the lady on the one that caused the accident was just going crazy on him. I was like, oh, this is going to be word versus word, because it's always the whole lane changes or the word versus word claims I would always get. So I was like, oh, let me help this guy out. Poor guy. And then the guy's like, yeah, she's saying that it was my fault. And blah. I'm like,
man.
definitely not your fault. I was like, don't worry, I have dash cam. He's like, wait, what? He was an older guy. So he's like, what's going on? He's probably still in shock of the whole accident too. So I told him, I have dash cam. I'll send it to you, whatever. And then he's like, cool. So we exchanged phone numbers, and I gave it to him. And then I don't know how the other girl got my number or whatever, but I think it was her daughter or something hits me up like, give me a copy of the video. I'm like, I'm not going to give you a copy of it. Like, I don't have to. I'm like, I'll submit it to the insurance. And then, so the guy, he hits me up. He's like, oh, thank you so much. You made the claim go by so much quicker because you submitted that video. It's no longer word versus word. I'm like, awesome, And then that was like years ago, okay?
Yeah.
I would say every 6 months, I get a call from like a 408 area code, and I know it's him. He's like, Janera. And he'll name like a different insurance company. Hey, I've been calling you guys forever. No one's answering, so I figured I'd call you. And I'm like, guy, I don't work for the insurance company. Well, first off, I don't work at the insurance anymore.
Yeah.
And then second, I'm like, that wasn't even the insurance company I worked for. And then third, I wasn't even your claims adjuster. Like, I was just a witness. So every time I keep reminding him, like, hey, like, I was just a witness. Like, I don't work for the insurance, please, And then he gets so mad. Like, oh, like, I'm like, why are you getting mad at me? You're the one calling me, Like, sorry if I'm not helping you. Like, still. I don't know. But I just got a call like last month or a few weeks ago from him again. I was like, guy, can you just please remove me off your contacts? Like, I feel like he's a what do you call those people, like solicitors or whatever that calls you all the time? I'm like, can you please take me off your no-call list or whatever, or put me on your no-call list? It feels like that. Like, I keep telling him, can you please take me off your contact list? But I'm sure he's going to hit me up again in a few months, and it's going to be a 408 area code. I don't know what area code that is, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be that, and I'm going to be like, he's going to leave me another voicemail going on about, my insurance is...
She's the best. She's the best at insurance.
But then when I tell him again, he gets mad again. Every time he gets mad, like once I remind him, like, hey. And it's funny, too, because he's like, what accident? I'm like... Remember that accident on Foothill?
I like how...
I don't know what you're talking about.
That reminds me of the other person. They keep calling you from a random number as well, and they're always asking for another girl. And that one was been for like
that
years.
One was crazy. I forgot what was the name.
And then you got the legal caller, something like that, right?
Yeah. So apparently, okay, I've had this number for like, I don't know, 13, 14 years already.
Yeah.
And I guess the previous person that had my phone number, I get random text messages, mainly for like voting.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, so-and-so. Oh my God, I can't believe I can't remember her name. Because they always do it. But it's usually those I would get, like the text messages. Oh, this is Senator blah, blah, reaching out to you, so-and-so, vote for me. Or just like random phone calls like, hey, so-and-so, like, and I know it's probably the person that used to have this phone number. And again,
Yeah.
it's been like 14 years I've had this number. And I get this phone call from like an attorney. And then I started getting blown up with a whole bunch of text messages from attorneys. And they're all saying, I guess it was in public record, that she got arrested that morning. And yeah, all these attorneys reaching out saying like, hey, if you need to reach out to an attorney, contact me. I'll help you, yada, yada. And I work for domestic abuse or something like that. I'm like, whoa, what happened, you know? And then the text messages too is different attorneys. I don't know how they find that information. I know it's like maybe public record, but like that
like,
fast?
are they digging through it or something?
Yeah. Are they really like, I don't know. But I'm like, oh, dang, she went to jail.
Oh, dang. And you haven't gotten anything, huh, since then?
Yeah, since then I haven't. Yeah, that was the last time.
Wow.
Hopefully she's okay.
Hopefully. Oh, man.
Innocent until proven guilty, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean.
I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, that was another, yeah. But
So tell me why you like wearing these cat shirts.
oh yeah, you guys like this one? Impress me, human. I don't know. I've been digging these cat shirts lately. I've been really like loving them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I got you a lot for
Yeah, for Christmas. Got me a whole bunch. Yeah. Yeah. I think my sister got me this one. Yeah. Yeah. They're all cat ones too. I need to mix it up and get dogs. Well, I did want that parrot one that's like Albert and Lorita, my Amazon parrots. Our Amazon parrots. Yeah, but it was like too far out. It wasn't gonna arrive by Christmas.
Oh, before Christmas, yeah. Oh, because you put it on your list, right? Your Amazon list.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we do that. It was my sister's idea, right?
Yes.
It just makes life easier.
Does
so
a
for presents, since we don't know what to give each other, we're always like, well, what do I give you? I don't know. So my sister came up with the idea, like, make an Amazon wish list. So whether it be our birthday or Christmas or whatever, I guess, if you just want to give me gifts. We just add them on there, and then
we like.
Yeah, and then we just buy ourselves stuff off of Amazon for Christmas or birthdays and stuff. So that's been works out.
And it's cool because, yeah, when you buy it, it still shows the item to the person that made the list, right? So they don't know that they got it.
Right.
But
you
I
just have
think
to put like a little setting to it so
yeah.
that you don't know. Yeah.
Otherwise, then everything disappears from your list and you're like, I guess I'm getting everything.
Right. I wish my parents would do it too, because they're the hardest.
Yes. Oh,
like,
man.
I don't know what to give you. Because at one time, my dad, remember?
Which one?
I gave my dad, and this was years ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I'm pretty sure you remember.
You're
He's
like,
going to
look
watch
at
this. He's going to be like,
yeah.
was it
what?
me?
Joe?
What? I had bought him like a surround sound. It wasn't too fancy, but it was a nice surround sound, you know. And he never set it up, and I would always bug him like, hey, when are you going to set up the surround sound, you know? And he's like, oh, I'll get to it or whatever. And then like it was like 2 years later after that Christmas, I had bought him that surround sound. I guess he finds it in his garage, and then he's like, hey, Janira, do you know where I got this from? Or do you know if where you got it? Or how did he say it? I forgot.
Didn't he want the receipt or something?
Yeah, he wanted the receipt so he could return it. I was like, I gave it to you as a Christmas present. And he's like, oh. Yeah, so he was asking for the receipt, and I'm like,
I'll bummed out like, gee.
I'm like, oh, I thought that was a pretty cool surround sound. But he did end up using it. I think he felt bad.
Wait, was it that gray one that he later gave to us?
He did, yeah.
He did. No, he's like, oh, here you go, take it. I don't need it. I'm like, okay.
So, yeah, that was funny. I think since then, that's where I'm like, what do I give him? Because I'm like, he's going to be asking for the receipt later.
That's something good. Yeah.
That was a one-off, but yeah. But that was funny. That always cracked me up.
Yeah. We need to give him, we just need to get him Costco clothes because that's
Costco clothes. What do you mean?
Clothes, yeah, because that's eventually you get to the point where you just don't care about what you wear.
Yeah.
And I'm very comfortable in Costco clothes now. It's not Kirkland, but everything's from Costco, and it's just so comfortable. I don't know. Back in the day, I remember going to Active. I remember going to Zoomies, like all the places, and it's like,
yeah. Now, give me a cat shirt. You know,
does it have to be name brand?
Name brand? What? It's just as long as it has a good saying on it. You know, I'm good with that. Yeah, it's like when you get older, it's kind of like you don't care anymore. At least for us. I don't know how you guys are, but for me, I'm already past that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you don't like what I'm wearing? Well,
oh
well.
Yeah, like my sandals. Oh,
yeah,
so
now you're wearing those sandals. They're like
out.
cloud sandals that you got on Amazon.
Yeah.
And you wear them everywhere now.
They're so comfortable.
I'm like, you're such a dad.
It's funny because I was contemplating getting Crocs, but I don't know. I don't know whose I tried, and I'm like, dude, these are stiff. Like,
yeah,
they're not even that soft. But I remember I was at a customer's house one day, and I was like, I'm so sorry to ask her, but can I borrow your restroom?
Oh, the restroom.
Let me use your restroom. Yeah, because
okay.
I mean, since I'm driving around left and right, there's barely any time to stop at a restroom.
Yeah, because he's a mobile tech, so he has to go to people's houses and fix their car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you had to ask a customer for the restroom.
And since they're doing the whole like no shoes in the house, they're like, hey, I'm sorry, but can you not wear your boots in the house? I'm like, oh, that's totally fine. Like I totally respect that. So I take out my boots and he gives me these sandals and I'm like, okay, whatever. I put them on. Oh my God. I fell in love.
You were flying.
Yeah. It's like,
wow.
No, it's just, they're so comfortable. I'm like wearing them. I go to the restaurant and I come out. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what are the name of those sandals? And he told me the name and I looked them up. I bought a pair like right away. They're just so comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ended up buying everyone.
Pretty much.
Right? You bought a whole bunch.
For Christmas.
Well, they're comfy, you know?
They are.
Yeah.
Very comfortable.
Yeah. Me, I'm always in my yoga pants, cat shirts. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that'll be it then.
Yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Yeah. And oh my God, we forgot to mention that we're going to do a giveaway. We didn't even talk about what. I guess we didn't have time to talk about that. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll talk it out, see what we're going to give for a giveaway or whatever, just so we could get more followers if possible. We did get a whole bunch. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
But yeah, we'll think of something, and then I guess we'll do a post.
Yeah, post it up or something, and then
if people share it and stuff, then yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll write everything on there, I guess.
We just need to find some time so we could figure it out.
Yeah. And then please let us know what you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah.
It could be anything. Just like tell us. I'll probably put another post on there so you could write, like, ask us a question. And then whether you want our opinion or just to talk nonsense or like.
Or where to get the most comfortable sandals.
Oh my gosh. But yes. Yeah, just let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Send us a message.
Yeah. All right, guys. It was nice talking. See you next episode.
Peace out.
Bye.